Okay, Esau, Edom, aka Edom, the so-called white race, they are the bad men in this movie, but they ain't winning. They've been beating us up, knocking us down the whole movie. The movie's still here.
That's right.
So we gotta wait to the end so we can rise up with that power.
That's right.
Because in those movies, what happened? They overcome it with power.
That's right.
With spiritual type power. It always happens. So they get that concept from the scriptures of dealing with Esau and Jacob.
This is the Lord's movie.
This is the Lord's movie.
Everything is played out. Everything was already set.
Right. That's
The
right.
prophecies are going to be fulfilled, man. So the Lord prophesied about Babylon. The Lord prophesied about Assyria. The Lord prophesied about the Persian Empire, the Egyptian Empire, the Greek Empire, the Roman Empire. But you think he left out the greatest nation of all time? America?
Yeah, home all over again?
No, man. America has its judgment coming too, man.
Yeah.
And everybody has to play their parts. There's gonna be major characters, and there's gonna be, you know, the little extras.
Yeah, sidecast, drinking coffee.
That's why the whole battle of the so-called black man and the so-called white man and all these other tribes, that's a popular story amongst the world. Nobody cares about what's going on with the Chinese and Japanese. They the extras.
Right, exactly.
The Lord is dealing with the nation of Israel, man.
That's right.
Okay, and the big bad wolf is the so-called white man. Yep. You can't say he hasn't been a terror on the earth.
Yeah.
Unless you want to lie to yourself.
Yeah.
Now you might talk about Joe Sixpack walking around the street, but what's in Joe Sixpack's heart? His hate and his obsession with himself, man. And if you ain't on his agenda, he don't like you. If you ain't with the worldly things that go on in this so-called nation, the so-called Joe Sixpack white man don't like you.
That's right. That's right.
If you tell him that you're a great people and you special and the Lord love you, yeah, what are you, a racist?
Yeah.
Why don't you just get a job?
Wait. One thing he says is, why come so-called whites ain't on his side? Because you're not an Israelite. You're not going to make up the tribes. The tribes are the tribes. So that's one of the things they use. Why, we can't be on the side. You guys are racist.
Yeah, because they're supposed to be a part of everything, man. No, not this time, white boy.
Right. You go with my side?
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him.
So what we're doing right now is prophecy, and we're reading it right now. It said he shall stand in great boldness in the face. Man, he's bold enough to say that he's the devil in front of everybody.
That's right.
And don't care what they think.
That's right.
That's bold. Yeah. And he doing the highways and byways as the Lord spoke about.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And made no account of his labor.
They made no account of our labors. We built all this stuff, right? This kingdom, America, different kingdoms, built this kingdom, right, at this moment of time, and go back to Mexico. Really? When you came here, was I not here?
That's right.
All right, when you came here, did we not teach you how to use the earth?
That's right.
What's wrong with you? So that's what it means. We stand in great boldness, and they made no account of our labors.
That's right.
And we're going to speak on it according to scriptures. Go ahead.
When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
That's why they get scared of the man downtown Dallas and all across the globe. They get scared. They call the cops, try to put you in jail, because they're scared. Like, why are these guys reading the Bible and they're actually demon?
They want to do that right there.
Yeah, demon. Yeah. Wow.
Right there.
Read that again.
Right. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
They're going to be scared. And one thing's going to be scared because we're going to be telling their judgment. And when they see us, we're going to be speaking. You're going into slavery. We're going to tell you why.
That's right.
That scares them. Go ahead.
Right.
And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
Jared. Hey, they're going to be amazed at this, because this is strange.
That's right.
But to come down from another realm to beam us up in the air, that's like a movie, right?
That's right.
That's right. So they're going to be amazed. Those same people that would not be real, all right, and be sincere about the truth, okay? Instead of feeding us lies. Those same people, go ahead.
And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all they look for.
Because so far beyond what they look for. You have a lot of so-called white people in this day of time that's on the truth to tip. So they expect, New World Order, Illuminati, the bankers are killing us, man. They're poisonous. Yeah. They don't understand that stuff. Trying to regain them. No, you're not gonna regain America. That's their whole outlook. If we can stand up against the bankers, we can all together, black and alike, we can stop this. Yeah, no, but when we get hung, don't stop that.
That's right.
But now that the economy is affecting them, they want us to band together, all these truthers, let's band together and be truthers, and let's fight and take America back. America is my dude.
That's right.
America is my slavery.
That's right.
So they said so far beyond what they look for. They don't look for chariots to come down and take us up.
Looking for little angel babies.
Right. So they're looking for, my point is that they're looking for something, but not for that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Right. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves.
Right. So imagine, they're sitting there, they're seeing so-called Negroes, Latinos, and American Indians getting beaten up, and while they're saying this within themselves. Go ahead.
That's right.
Prophecy, go ahead.
This was he whom we had sometimes in derision.
Right. And these guys jacked up.
That's right.
Now they getting beat up in the air. We had white supremacy. Wait. We had our foot on their neck. What happened?
These niggas.
Yeah. These niggas. These spits. Because we gotta get the reality of it. That's what they feel about us. Niggers, spits,
Well, it says in a proverb of reproach.
Right.
You know, those pop words and stuff.
That's right.
We fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor.
We thought it was gonna be just wet backing, working hard, not paying them nothing. Niggas in the ghetto selling dope. You know what I'm saying? Can't wait till the joints come out. We thought it was gonna be in that dumb, simple mind state forever. Okay?
How is he numbered among the children of God?
How are these niggas, spicks, and savages the children of the Lord?
That's right.
And we're not.
And his lot among the saints. Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness have not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us.
Right, they gonna know it's over. Because a lot of what we saying, and brothers alike around the globe, telling them about the chariots, about what's gonna take place, they hearing it and they laughing. That's funny. You know, cops sitting by, chariots not gonna come in.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Yeah, they're crazy. So the Lord gonna make those people like that, the Lord gonna make them what's Revelation 1:7? He said, all eyes shall see. He gonna make them see it anyway. Then they gonna know what's the truth. Go ahead.
We worried ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yeah, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way.
We're reaching destruction, man. We just been we've been murderers and killers and thieves our whole life. The so-called white people has been murderers and thieves their whole life.
That's right.
And I'm gonna boldly speak it and ruin your day.
That's right.
I'm gonna ruin your day with truth, with the Lord. Okay? Go ahead.
But as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it.
Right.
What hath pride profited us?
What have pride? Then they gonna know what has pride profited us. What have us putting our chest and we done stole everything? But all of a sudden we proud, we know we killed all these people. Go ahead.
Or what good hath riches with our vaunting brought us?
Vaunting, that proud speaking. Because they speak proud. Okay? In their riches. That's how you know it's talking about them. Because they rule the earth. We're not rich. Go ahead.
And all those things are passed away like a shadow, and as a post that hasteth by. Okay.
That's it. Go ahead.
Revelation just go hand in hand with Wisdom of Solomon, 5th chapter. Also,
It does.
I made mention of the scripture earlier. Revelation chapter 11, verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet.
Right, us, that's them bones in Ezekiel. Us standing, our bones and ligaments coming together, that's us knowing that water came on us so we can know who we are and understand, wisdom understanding. So we stood up from them bones. Okay? Because that bone in Ezekiel talking about a grave of bones that just scattered everywhere, just dead. They spiritually dead. Okay?
And great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Great fear, which ties into what we just read. When they saw us standing in great boldness, and that we're not going by nigger anymore, we're not going by African American, thinking that we know who we are, that's spiritual. Because they know us waking up is open for them. Go ahead.
Verse 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither.
Right.
And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud.
Right. Can you read it?
And their enemies beheld them.
Wait. Our friends beheld us?
No.
And their enemies beheld them.
Now in Deuteronomy it said that we shall go into captivity with our enemies. And when we leave, those same enemies are going to be watching us getting beamed up.
That's right.
Okay?
Yep.
They said they beheld it.
Yep.
And see, that's why the Lord say precept by precept, here a little, there a little. Because in this, it explains that they saw it, but in Wisdom of 5, it explains what they were saying within themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So it goes further. Cut. They run.
And this is what's going to happen after that. Verse 13. In the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. And the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven.
Right, and 7 means completion.
Yep.
I'm saying, it's going to be many deaths. And he said we gave praise. Why? We stood tough and endured to the end. Go ahead.
If you got that, you got to get Revelations 19. That ties into that too.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Right.
Goes back to 2nd Ezra 13.
That earthquake is talking about the missiles.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Right.
7,000 means like a complete judgment.
Yeah.
Whoever received their judgment.
Right.
Seven is a
Everybody
universal
pretty
number.
much down here because it is completion 7,000. They talking about 7 million.
He's talking about completion of what he wants, of who he wants to die.
Okay.
His completion. Meaning, I want her to die. Whatever he wants is going to take place. That's completion. Go ahead.
Revelation 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him.
He cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him. So those one that was talking trash, now that tied back into Wisdom 5. They shall see him, and they shall be talking within themselves. All that connects, man. It connects. Go ahead.
And they also which pierced him.
Hold on. Now, let me ask you this question. How are those also was piercing? Those who pierced him in the time of the Roman Empire. Talking about the Roman soldier that pierced the Lord when he was on the cross.
Right.
Right. Now, reincarnation. This is Rome all over again. The same prophets that were back then are the same prophets that arise up now. Which it tells you that in Acts. In Acts chapter 1, it tells you that we were going to be witnesses on the other side of the earth. Through reincarnation, because the prophets at that time died on that side. So they were going to die and come back on the other side of the world through reincarnation, and then they were going to rise up as prophets, those same guys. Because they wanted the kingdom to come then. And they asked the Lord in the first chapter of Acts. It wasn't time for it to come. He told them, hey, this is going to happen. No, he gave it to them.
1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 32. And the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets.
Subject to the prophet. The same guys. Nothing new under the sun. Including spirits. Nothing new.
So people that pierced them.
Right.
Ain't no 2,000-year-old dude walking around today. He's back in the same spirit, and the Lord's gonna get it, man.
That's right. So you said that.
Remember, man.
Right. So those same Edomites that pierced them are here today walking around saying, yeah, America. Yeah. Going back, Iraq, get them.
Smiling in your face. Y'all my friends.
Smiling. He probably your manager at your job.
Yeah.
Telling you what to do. Trying to get you fired.
That's right. And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of them even so.
Oh, so when they see him, even though that, see, most are cold, he made sure you put it in there. He had to throw that in there. Right. Even those who pierced it. So you think, use your head. Okay? Because he said they shall wail. So why they gonna wail? Because it's coming to their doom. The only ones who's gonna come to their victory and salvation is the elect of the nation of Israel that sincerely seek the Lord and came with their whole heart. Those the ones. Everybody else, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Hey, it's what it is. Now, go ahead.
Are they gonna remember that they're the ones who did it?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Come into them and remember.
Yeah, he's gonna put it in their mind.
Hey, dream, all kind of stuff. See, the Most High is gonna mess with their heads, man.
Yeah.
I got another question.
Go ahead.
Do y'all sometimes think that they really remember right now? Some of them really remember right
You mean
now?
old spirits?
When they look at you
Well,
sometimes,
no, because
it's
the
like,
Lord
dang.
said, no,
Okay.
no, because the Lord said
There's no remembrance
of past times. No remembrance of past times.
For sure.
So they don't know, but they know they wicked.
All right, gotcha. I was thinking about this.
They know they have carried on the same stuff.
Yeah.
They know their history.
And I mean, that's a spirit too. You know, that's a person that you just don't get along with for some reason. He probably was like your slave master. Some shit in the past.
That's right.
You know, he don't like the dude, man.
Do they actually think they can fight forward? Or?
Yeah, oh yeah.
They're gonna try. They're gonna try.
You know, Revelation 12. They're going to Revelation 12. Okay.
I got you. Yeah. We on that one.
Okay.
Okay.
You gotta get Revelation. I'm gonna read Revelation 19.
Okay.
Acts, the book of Acts, chapter 1, verse 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
They was hoping it was time. Like, yeah, we're gonna get about it. Man, keep these Roman budgets just going down. The Lord here is time.
That's right.
But it wasn't time, man. I don't blame him for one. I want it to be time too. I know it's time now. Go ahead.
God. And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times of the seasons which the Father hath put in his own power.
Because even the Lord, he called Jesus, which his real name is Yahweh Shai in Hebrew, even he don't know when the Lord gonna say, go get him. It's time. He don't know that. Because it's in his power, he's in his Father's power. Go ahead.
Verse 8. But ye shall receive power after the Holy Spirit is come upon you.
The spirit of truth, the spirit of understanding, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Full circle. Go ahead.
And ye shall be witnesses unto me, both in Jerusalem,
In Jerusalem,
and in all Judea,
Judea,
and in Samaria,
that part of the world, in Israel, that part of the world. Go ahead.
and unto the uttermost part of the earth.
Wait, the uttermost part of the earth. Our people didn't start dwelling until the uttermost part of the earth, until the 10 tribes, so-called Latinos and Native American Indians went there on the other side of the earth. So they had to die on that side. They didn't understand that then, but they had to die. But he was giving them a prophecy. It was a deep prophecy. It was a deep saying. But what he's meaning is that you're going to prophesy for me now, tell them what the deal is, and then when y'all pass away to your rich generations, on the other side of the earth, you're gonna prophesy for me again. That's what's happening now in the new Rome. That's why he said that the God that pierced him, he also shall see.
Yeah.
See, all that connects. It's real deep and spiritual.
Verse 9. And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight.
Cherry period. So after he said that deep saying, and they pondered on it like, he got to like what the right? Come on, man. That's right. The scripture in the movies. All right. Hey. But look, he read.
Verse 10. Verse 10. And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven,
Steadfast, like what the? That's steadfast.
as he went up, behold, 2 men stood by them in white apparel.
2 angels. Two
They're
angels.
looking at them like
to get them understanding what's going on. They told the complete like. Go ahead.
Yeah. Verse 11. Which also said, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven?
Yeah,
Why are you so amazed? Go ahead. Even though you might well be amazed.
Right. Like, why you so amazed? Ain't say nothing right here.
Yeah, right. Go ahead.
This same Jesus, Yahweh Shai, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall come in like manner.
So he left in the chariots. He's gonna come in the chariots. That's why in Revelation 1:7 it said he comes with clouds and every eye shall see him. That's that invasion. That's what those movies get depicted. All those movies, that's what those movies get depicted. The invasion of the Lord. They just switch it to aliens, big heads, man. Playing games, deceiving.
Go ahead. Shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven.
Right. So he told him a prophecy of the future. The Lord told him a prophecy before that. So they get all these prophecies. They're like, what? But we're here now. We in that time.
He's coming back the same way he ascended up. He's coming back through chariots.
Psalm 68 and 17. The chariots of God are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them as in Sinai, in the holy place.
Right. He's in that big mothership, so to speak. But he got thousands of others following. That's his army, man.
Oh, I can't wait.
Right. So the white man his army got all these tanks, hey, militaries, all right? Got all these weapons and weapons that we don't even know about. But he has his warriors with spiritual extraterrestrial stuff. They can disappear, reappear. The white man can't do that.
That's right.
So it's gonna be a cakewalk through Esau, man. Anybody else that want to be on Esau team? Right?
Revelations 19 and 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him called Faithful and True.
Now, in Jeremiah 4:13 earlier, it spoke of it as a horse too in that scripture. It said whirlwind, horse, chariot. So that when you see a horse, it's talking about this horsepower. It has a lot of power. It's talking about the chariot of the Lord. Go ahead.
And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he doth judge and make war.
Oh, judge and make war. And it's righteous. Why? Because it's a righteous judgment.
Right thing to do.
People act like judgment is wicked. No, us telling you your judgment is a righteous thing. All right? And telling you that if you don't get right, this is going to happen.
That's love, man.
Right.
His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns.
Those many crowns for what? Those kingdoms he gonna take down, the whole globe. Because we harp on America, but the whole world, all these kings around the earth gonna get took down, gonna have to submit themselves.
Right.
Go ahead.
And he had a name written that no man knew but himself. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of the Most High.
Hey, why we dipped in blood? That's symbolic for it's gonna be a lot of slain people.
Ain't symbolic, that's what
Right. That's what's gonna be. Now, that's God. Now, when he comes, that's what's gonna happen. There's gonna be a lot of dead bodies and blood. That's bad news to the average, everyday churchgoer.
Right.
They're trying to hear that.
Yeah.
Tell me peace. I don't hear about no blood and war, but it's true.
And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses.
Oh, that's that thousands and thousands of angels and chariots that followed him. Followed that big mothership to do what? To get down. That's right. To get down, fulfill the Most High, his Father's will.
Clothed in fine linen, white and clean.
Angels.
And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations.
Now that sword, earlier we said out of the mouth, that beam came out of his mouth. See, all that connects precept upon precept.
And he shall rule them with the rod of iron.
With a rod of iron, meaning they're going into slavery. If they don't like it, it don't matter. Because he tells you we gonna get it, but he tells you in Isaiah that which nation that don't come and serve you, he said, go get him, bring him before me, I'm gonna slay him. Slay him right in front of me, man. The Lord, that's how hard the Lord is, man. He's very balanced. He can get down.
And he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of the Almighty God.
Wine press, because that grape, the blood of the grapes. All that blood, that's why he said he had blood on his garment, man.
And he had on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
King of Kings. And so when that was tipped to the Lord about the devil get all these kings, he knew in his mind, I'm the King of Kings. I'm coming back the second time. I'ma rule you.
Somebody tried to say that was a tattoo on his thigh.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah, that's crazy. And I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great God. That's the supper of the great God. It's going to be all the dead bodies going to be left from these wars. Right. And all the turmoil is going to happen on the earth. That's why he said he going to call all the fowls, the birds that eat dead flesh is the vulture, the condor, right? Hawks. Come together, gather yourselves together unto the great supper of the great God, that ye may eat the flesh of kings, and the flesh of captains, and the flesh of mighty men, and the flesh of horses.
And mighty men, NATO, and they military.
Spetsnaz, special forces.
Hey, dead, head blown off, half a head. Them birds will come in and start eating them because it's prophecy. It's a feast that he's giving to his animals. Go ahead.
And of them that sit on them, and the flesh of all men broke free in bond, small and great. And I saw the beasts and the kings of the earth, and their armies gathered together.
Which the beasts and the kings of the earth, because everybody in the earth right now is following NATO.
Yeah. Right.
Right now, what's happening in Ukraine right now? NATO, it's a struggle between America, NATO, and Russia. We're trying to get them to go with NATO, and Russia is trying to get them to stay with old Russia.
Okay? And their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse, and against his army. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, in which he deceived them that have received the mark of the beast, and them that worship his image.
Mark of the beast, the RFID chip, the microchip.
These both were cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone.
And everybody call it lake of fire because when those nuclear missiles hit, okay, America's gonna be set ablaze. It's gonna look like a lake of fire. Especially if you make it in the chairs and you looking down, it's gonna look like a big lake of fire, and people are gonna be in there burning. They're gonna die. That's prophecy. Now we're gonna end on this. We're gonna end it on Revelation 12:12.
Revelations chapter 12, verse 12.
Right.
Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you.
The so-called white man has come down to you. Go ahead.
Having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
How does he know? Because these so-called Illuminati, these top elites of the so-called white race,
And they listen to us.
that know some things, they know that when Israel, the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos and American Indians, they know when we rise up, it's it.
That's right.
Because the prophecy said that when a certain amount of us rises up, he gonna unleash some angels in the river Euphrates and get down, and he gonna come and deliver us. So us rising up is a big clue to the so-called white race and they tops to move faster. Even though they move faster, that's just doing us a favor.
Right.
It's prophecy. So ain't no winning. Satan has made them think that maybe somehow I can do something, make a move, and I can complete my New World Order. No, the real New World Order is the Most High and His Son and the nation of Israel ruling the whole world in righteousness in one government, all right? One law, was that book, and that's it. And everybody else gotta bow down or get down.
Now I do have a question. Now, when it talks about the angel or the angel in Euphrates, can you explain that a little bit?
Well, in the scriptures talk about the angel. This angel's in there. This angel's in there stirring up all that wars that's going over there. So you see all the wars are going towards that way.
Yeah.
Because it's angels set over there in the river Euphrates. It's in the scriptures, and they're messing with their mind, making them do stuff to fulfill prophecy. But
That's where the third war is going to come.
right.
America's going to be dragged into that war.
Right.
And because the scriptures also talk about a third war.
Right.
Okay, the angels set to get that stirred up and going.
Right.
Get that popping.
Right.
And then America's going to go into that war and they're going to lose that war.
That's right.
That's going to culminate those other nations shooting missiles over here, destroying America.
Right.
Within that same time, there's going to be martial law, famine, prophecies being fulfilled over here, race wars, and then the rising of the elect of the nation of Israel, the 144,000. That's all going to be happening simultaneously.
Right.
It's going to be crazy out here. That's why you got to have faith.
You see that stuff. I mean, like you see that stuff now where they raising the price of meat.
Yeah.
Because they can't feed all the cows and all that type of stuff. Or it's just they got to constantly recall some type of meat because it's been contaminated. And then there's diseases going back to the Great Depression that's starting to pop back up again. People dying of it, man. It's diseases you thought was over in another damn country somewhere just happening. So it's going down.
Right. Now I'll make one last point, and then we're gonna wrap it up for the day. Now, back to the angels, what you was talking about. The reason why those angels haven't put in their minds to just fully shoot missiles on America and let it all out war to the tip, because we are in World War III, but they haven't brought it to the tip yet. It's because it says that he told the angels, don't do it until my service is sealed. Meaning, they gotta get the knowledge in their spirit first, in their minds first. Then, when I feel that the number is set, then I'm gonna send the spirit out for the angels to get down. That's when you're gonna see wars. These rumors of wars ain't gonna be rumors no more.
That's what happened.
You know what I'm saying? All that rumor about Iran and thing, this, it's gonna actually be happening. Why? Because we're woken up to a certain number.
Okay.
And the further we wake up, the more stuff happens.
Okay.
And then all the way to the tip, to the ultimate boom.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm in on this one last scripture. That's Proverbs 21.
Proverbs 21:1.
Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will.
Right, so when we get to a certain number, he said the king's heart, the king's mind is in the hand of the Lord. He said he turn it wherever he want to turn it. If he want Putin to shoot a missile, he can just make Putin shoot a missile just like that and go ahead and spark this whole war. But he said where he wanted, the reason why he hasn't turned it yet, because we're in the process of us waking up. And that has to be fulfilled until those angels can let fully loose so we can really get out of here. So I stand on that. Bring it out, bring it out. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 7, man.
Hey, I don't mind being here. I can be here all night.
Revelation chapter 7, verse 2. And I saw another angel ascend from the east, having the seal of the living God, and he cried with a loud voice to the to the four angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying,
The Lord sent another angel to stop those angels.
Oh man,
Deal with messengers.
right. Those angels are ready to get down. They like, whoa, come on. Hey, look, go tell. Look, hold on. You know.
Verse 3, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the service of our God in their forehead.
Right. Don't put it in their minds yet to go ahead and go forth with this war. Because they all doing chess move and moving in position for that World War III. But that's what it is. They just keep moving position, better position. But he said, read that to the end.
Verse 3, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all tribes of the children of Israel.
Right, and then it was 12,000 of each tribe. So obviously the Lord wanted that to come out, because that goes further on it. That we ain't just talking. It's in the scriptures. He's holding back them angels so we can have the grace spirit to get ourselves right, okay? And to strive more and us to wake up so we can get down. Okay? And we want to get on that. Hey, the water of the Most High and the Son allow us to speak this word, allow people to listen and actually understand. Peace to all the brothers out there that doing the same thing across the globe. Keep pushing it. Double honors to the elders. Shalom.